students, in today's session we'll be covering about the operating system. We know that there are two types of software, the application software and the system software. So operating system comes under the system software. A computer will not be able to function correctly without an operating system. So basically the software which will make the computer work is nothing but the operating system. An operating system is a software program that empowers the computer hardware to communicate and operate with the computer software. So this operating system is a software which will control all your computer hardware, whether it is your keyboard, mouse, printer or CPU. Any of those hardware devices are controlled by this operating system, and it empowers those hardware to communicate and operate with the computer software. This operating system software will make those hardware communicate with each other. And the operating system is a software which is the booting software. It boots up the computer and makes sure that everything is operational. As I told you that computer system with simply having the hardware parts is not going to work. So we need a system which will start the computer, which will boot the computer and ensure that everything, all the hardware devices are connected to it properly and they are functioning as per the requirement. So this operating system software, it boots up the computer. The operating system is also what runs the cell phone and most of the electronic devices. Apart from the computer or PC, the mobiles, phones, the smartphones or any mobile device, the cell phone also requires an operating system to run. The operating system usually comes preloaded on any computer tablet. So whenever we purchase it from any of the dealer, then he will ensure that a correct or an operating system is already loaded into the computer so that the user doesn't find any difficulty and he can immediately start working. So almost all the phones and your computers, they usually come preloaded with an OS. Operating system is also known as OS. Sometimes it so happens, as there are different types of OS, the user may request the supplier to load the OS of his choice. So we will be learning this ahead, the different types of OS. Most people, they use the operating system that comes with their device as default, because most of the users, they usually have the requirements not as high and they don't want to develop any particular software. So for day-to-day regular use, you can use the OS which comes preloaded with the computer. And it is necessary to use a licensed operating system and not a copied or a pirated one, which means that as we learned that there are two types of software, the open source software and the closed source software. When we are using a free or a open source software, we don't have to pay any license fee. But whenever we are using a closed source software, we have to purchase it. So we have to pay a license fee for it. So basically the operating system also is a licensed software. Usually your Windows, which is a product of the Microsoft, is a licensed product. So most of the PCs which we have and we use for our day-to-day purpose, it is loaded with Windows and it comes with a license fee. At most of the times the user or the buyer, he doesn't pay the additional fee or he doesn't purchase a licensed product of Windows. So in that case, he has to ensure that he is paying a license fee and buying a original product and not a copied or a pirated one. Now this word is very important, pirated, which means copied, or piracy, which means copied software. So remember this word, the pirated one, which says that it is a copied software. So we have to use a software which is a licensed product. Then there are many open source operating systems which are available on the web and which are freely downloadable. Apart from your Windows, there are many OS which are free and they can be downloaded from the internet. So we can use those OS if we don't want to pay a license fee and we don't want to use pirated ones. See, it is always advisable that we use a licensed product or we buy a open source software or we download a open source software. Now basically OS can be categorized into OS for PCs and OS for your mobiles or your cell phones. Okay, so you will have different types of OS for both, like you will have a different OS for your PC and a different OS for your mobile or a cell phone. All of you all must be aware that the OS that we usually use in our mobile is the Android, right? And for PCs, usually most of our PCs are loaded with Windows. So these are the one example for each, so it will make you very clear about the different operating system. Now let us learn about this DOS, which is a disk operating system, and it is one of the earliest operating system and it was dominant for a very long time, almost 10 years. And for working with DOS, when we are using this OS operating system of DOS, then the user need to have the commands that were used with the DOS operating system, and these commands were typed using the command window. As you can see, when you go to your start and you just type in there CMD, so it will take you to a screen, black screen. So that is your command prompt, and if we want to look at all the files or the directories, then we need to have that pre-hand information about those DOS commands. So it was not very user friendly. Then came the next was Windows. Windows is a series of operating systems that are designed by the Microsoft company. Now Microsoft is the name of the software company and Windows is the operating system of that company. And initially the first two versions of the Windows OS introduced in the 1985 and 1987 respectively, and they were very primitive, they were very old. And now Windows, as I told you, is the most commonly used operating system. Even your PCs or your laptop will be having Windows loaded onto it. The next is the Mac OS. Now this product is the Apple's corporation and it is they have registered the operating system which is called as Mac OS. Then the next is the Chrome OS, and this Chrome OS is an open source operating system which is created by the Google to create a better computer experience for people who spend most of their time on the web. So this is an example of the open source software under OS, and it is created by the company Google. Okay, and is usually designed for the people who spend most of their time on the web. Now this is one of the most important type of open source software. Unix was Unix is the licensed product while Linux is the open source software. Unix was trademarked in 1969 by a group of AT&T employees at the Bell Labs, as a multitasking and multi-user operating system. See, we saw initially the operating system of DOS, which was not multitasking and multi-user computer operating system, which means that suppose you have loaded an OS and more than one people is connected to that PC. So only one person could operate that DOS OS. But in case of Linux, it was multitasking. Like even if a single person was working, then he could open several applications at the same time. This is what is called as multitasking. And multi-user means more than one people can share the same computer operating system. So this Linux had that feature of Unix. Then came your Linux. Now Linux is another very important, and it is important why? Because it is an open source software, and again it has got the features what Unix had, like it was portable. You could install on different PCs. You can easily carry it from one place to another, and it was multi-user, so multiple users could access the system resources like memory, RAM, application programs at the same time. As I told you, if one PC had the same OS, then several people could connect on it and use the different types of softwares which were installed on that PC. And it is also multi-programming, like you could have more than one program or application open at the same time. It is very similar to the other operating systems such as Windows, and here the advantage is that the source code is available to the public. As I told you that once the code is available to the public, then they will try to improvise the code. So same case is with the Linux OS. More in people, they continuously work on this Linux and they try to improve the code, and they for the benefit of the community, and also it is free and it can be easily downloadable from the internet. Now next is the OS for the mobile phones. So as I told you that there will be different OS for different for PCs as well as mobiles. So in case of mobile phones, there are operating systems like Android, Asha, BlackBerry, iOS, Windows Phone, etc. Now Android is a free and an open source operating system, just like your Linux, which is provided by the Google, and it is the most popular OS among all the other OS. So as compared to other like Asha, BlackBerry, iOS, Windows, Android is the most popular one, and it can be compared to your Windows and Linux. Asha is used by the Nokia phone. Now this particular OS is specifically made for the Nokia phones. Your other cell phones which are manufactured by your Samsung or MI, they will not be able to use this OS. This OS is only specifically made for the Nokia company phones, and this is again a closed source software. As it is a closed source software, the source code will be only visible to the employees of the Nokia company, and only they can modify it. Rest of the people, it will not be visible to them. While Android was free and it could be seen by all. BlackBerry is again a closed source of operating system and for smartphones and tablet device. So this is also an example of the closed source OS. Then next comes your iOS, which is an Apple's closed source operating system for Apple's. Now Apple is also a company, so Apple's iPhone, iPod and iPad, the second generation Apple TVs also, they have this iOS. So this is again a closed source operating system. Then comes your Windows Phone. Now Windows is again a product of the Microsoft. So it is also a closed source operating system for the mobile phones. So we have seen most of the phones OS for mobile phones, they are closed source operating systems except Android, which is the most commonly used OS for mobiles. So this is all for operating systems. I hope you have understood the concept of OS, the different types of OS for mobiles and computers. In case you have any doubt, please let me know. Thank you.